was beginning to feel like the only person in the world who thought it sucked.
Oh. You are the only person in the world who thought it sucked. But you're right, it didn't make sense. It made dollars.
Hello, everyone, and now, finally, oh my gosh, it took so damn long. Finally, I can review Season 2 of Daredevil. It was freaking long. It was freaking hard to do it. I mean, I deal with guys who are like, I'm putting it on YouTube, but I have to do it this sort of way. Yeah, it's like some do it, others like put a link down below. You click the link, you get to see it. I'm like, oh yeah, I would definitely click that link so I can get screwed over. Yeah, thanks a lot, bastard. So I tried this one guy, and this one guy was like, I put it in 3D mode. Take it off 3D mode. It works perfectly fine. Sadly, this guy, number one, the 3D mode sucks. Number two, he didn't put all the episodes there, so I had to kind of try to compensate and look for other ones besides his, which is kind of bullcrap. Then we got the third person, and the third person decided to say, oh, I'm a big wuss. I'm going to put my freaking damn flashlight or flashlight effect on the freaking screen so they can't copyright it because I'm smart and a genius, even though I'm a wuss. Which, yeah, that one sucked. Sadly, I had to compensate because the third person, the final one, he did exactly what happened last time where I got to see season 1. He decided to put it in a framework and I got to see it, which, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I'm putting it down below, of course. So, sadly, the last one, he actually accidentally, which I have no idea how the frick that works. So he accidentally showed the 12th episode twice. So the 13th episode is actually the 12th episode. Again, man, you made a horrible mistake. So I had to deal with the guy who's like, I got a flashlight and put it in the middle of the screen. No copyright infringement, no copyright infringement. Which I'm like, dude, listen, if you really want to be a hero, don't be a wuss, all right? Don't be a freaking damn wuss. If you want to upload it for everyone to see, don't be a wuss. I know you're going to get flagged and taken down, but you continue going like that, all right? Don't be a wuss, all right? Find other ways to be a wuss, but that was the worst idea of being a wuss. Anyways, the series was crazy. Oh my gosh, the series was crazy and very interesting. I mean, the first episode we got back to, I'm trying to remember because I just did a marathon of it and I kind of skipped and jumped in. Last time I tried to, but episode 5 was where I was like, oh, frick, I can't find it. I'm just going to talk about it in total. So, amazing thing. Let's talk about freaking Daredevil first. Daredevil, oh yeah, that's the first one. He got showdown with freaking Punisher, and Punisher shot him point blank. And the freaking helmet, oh my gosh, the helmet got freaking shattered a little bit. And he had to go and get some soldering, and then he had to get a brand new one, which, oh, holy frick, at the end of the whole entire second season, it's like, okay, so Nabura over here decided to knock your freaking block off. I'm like, thank goodness it didn't go off the freaking damn the roof and go into the crowd, because holy frick. But of course, that also would just get a shout out to Spider-Man, an animated series. Hey, you guys remember what happened there where Venom's like, all right, Parker, time for your close-up. Let's take off your mask. And he threw down the mask, and now he's freaking unmasked. And J. Jonah Jameson was trying to get a close-up shot. It's like, stop squirming, damn it. So that would have been like one thing, except, of course, Daredevil wouldn't be stupid enough to actually go to the ledge and look down. It's like, how does that freaking help him anyways? So, yeah, that was crazy. And then you had the whole thing where he's like trying to talk to Punisher and just trying to tell him, hey, killing's not the right way. You don't need to kill. But, oh my gosh, yeah, and let's talk about the equipment. It's like, yeah, he gets a new helmet, he gets some patented, and he gets that awesome Bob Billy Club, which I didn't hear because the bastard over there was like, you gotta put headphones on so you can hear it. And like, what the frick, man? So anyways, I didn't hear the part of where not only it's a Billy Club, and of course I saw the fact that he's able to have a tether to it, but it's also a nice grappling hook, which I didn't hear that part, which I'm like, wow. So that's cool that he got that in his arsenal. So that is awesome. That's freaking damn awesome. And then we got freaking his personal life, which was interesting. The fact of you got freaking Elektra coming back to his life. Styx came back to his life for one certain moment. You have Paige becoming his girlfriend. And I'm like, what? But it's like, whatever, man. Whatever. Do what you want. But of course, man, Paige got on my nerves in this second season, though. Paige kind of got on my nerves. And I had to kind of remember, oh, yeah, she did murder that one guy. Oh, frick. Well, whenever the Punisher learns about that. Oh, frick. So, yeah, and let's see. Yeah, his personal life and freaking Nelson and Murdoch, that one is kind of suffered. Yeah, that one might be down the drain now. Other than that, that's his lifestyle. I mean, nothing truly horrible happens besides like some poisonings. Elektra actually killed a kid in front of him and everything else. And then we actually get some past life stuff. And of course, one thing that's different from the movie and the series is the fact of the person who killed his father. Of course, well, you know what happened in the movie. The movie had to be condensed. It had to be condensed and patented and make sure that it's able to fit. So that's why they were like, oh, Kingpin. Yeah, Kingpin's a lower level villain who killed his father and then rose to become the Kingpin. In this case, you actually have some no-name piece of crap who actually killed his father, then disappeared, then he decided to use the dirty money he got to live richly. And then you have Elektra who found him. I have no idea if she killed him or not, but yeah, at least freaking Matt got to punch the out of him, which that's what kind of he deserves. And considering the Spider-Man record, you either have A, the freaking burglar got caught, or B, with all the movies, considering the Amazing Spider-Man, the freaking second video game that was based on the movie, technically you can say that the freaking burglar got killed too. But this time not by Spider-Man accidentally. Instead, it was killed by Cletus Cassidy. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? And of course, in the first movie, yeah, we had that horrible debacle, which I don't even give a crap about the third movie, but I have to mention it anyways. Technically, yeah, you had freaking Sandman who was holding the gun, and then you have the freaking robber who you thought killed him. He was the one who actually made a quick motion to freaking Sandman, and the trigger slipped from his hand, and bam, he's dead. I still say, yeah, the burglar who kind of got killed is the one who's responsible, because if he didn't do that horrible motion of let's go, yeah, then he wouldn't actually have pulled the trigger. Just saying. So yeah, you got that Punisher. Holy frick, Punisher! Wow. I mean, I have to admit, I don't remember which scene was it, but one of the scenes that was in the series just blows the first movie out of the water. You know, the one where he had like the strong man who came to beat the crap out of him in the hotel or whatever he was in. Yeah, so that was amazing. Yeah, they tops that. And for him to get a series, he did get 2 movies. Yeah, you might as well give him a series too. Because, well, doing another movie is like, Then we have freaking Elektra, and holy frick, what they did with Elektra was very interesting. From the movie wise, I'm just going to say from the movie, she actually was the heiress, of actually blood relative of the ambassador or whatever they are, diplomat, whatever. So yeah, this one, she was adopted, and turns out she has some demon in her. So Black Sky was mentioned last Yeah, it was mentioned last season. Now Black Sky was mentioned this season too. And it turns out that freaking Elektra actually got some of that. Yeah, and now she's dead, and I figured chances are what's going to happen is that they're going to resurrect her, and now Black Sky will actually be a part of her now. Kind of like what happened with Rachel from Animorphs. Yeah, now she's going to be jumbled mess where it's like instead of her being her, she's now going to be more of the Black Sky than Elektra. And I think that's basically all that's need to be mentioned. I mean, yeah, you got Foggy Nelson, who most likely will work for a different firm, the same firm that actually Jessica Jones works. And they had like a few things sprinkled in on that one. I mean, you had Jessica Jones kind of mentioned because, well, the lady who was a lesbian piece of crap, she was in the, doing a job offer for Foggy Nelson. You also have the Midnight Nurse. I think that was her name. Yeah, so yeah, you have Midnight Nurse who mentioned about kind of discreetly mentioned Luke Cage, but not by name. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff and holy frick. What about the Hand? Oh wow. Frick. Yeah, it's like the first part had to deal with the Punisher. The second part had to deal with the Hand, but also you're dealing with Punisher story too. And it turns out Kingpin is still alive, still doing stuff, and now holy frick, he's in control of the freaking jail now. And I didn't even mention about Punisher's story. Punisher's story is a lot different now. Instead of the whole they were all at the beach and the freaking mafia decided to instead it was a major backstabbing, and that was like, oh dude. Yeah, so it turns out that one of his army buddies, I'll just say army buddies in quotations, he, along with many others who were on the squad, decided to turn evil when they came back, and they were doing some dirty dealing. And thus, the crazy part is that they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And because of the damn cops who also decided to cover it up, because the DA, the DA had a horrible thing that went wrong, and if people knew about that, she would get fired. So she decided to cover up all those freaking months. And oh, did I mention that the freaking Punisher actually died for a minute? Yeah, he actually got killed during that freaking park fiasco shootout. And now he's alive. Yeah, he jumped himself back to life without any clear. So holy frick, yeah, and he was able to take down the guy and have redemption. Of course, yeah, freaking Karen Page, who was like, "Don't do it. You don't have to kill him. Don't do it." And it's like, oh well, you don't want him to kill him, huh? Really, really? Because if he doesn't kill him, chances are he will kill Punisher, and he's gonna kill you because he just spoiled everything. He's like a freaking evil genius. It's like, oh yes, I just told you everything, and now I'm gonna have to kill you. It's like, yeah, you might as well allow Punisher to kill. The cool thing is that the Punisher now has a massive arsenal thanks to Blackfish. That was his name. Holy frick. Holy frick. Of course, we do have another little hint at freaking Iron Fist because, well, the people who are doing that is still there. We also have Roxanne Oriole actually mentioned as well. The Yakuza is also part of it too. Yeah, I can admit, this actually was jam-packed. The only messed up part I do have to admit is the fact of Netflix. Listen, if you guys want me to truly actually give money so you guys are doing this, I'm sorry, but to get Netflix only for what, a day or two marathon of a freaking show, and then after that, I'm not going to actually use it anymore until the next show. Does that make sense? I mean, yeah, I have the movies and stuff that I could watch, but I'm like, I just want to watch it for the show. After I do that, I'm done. And I'm going to watch freaking cable and watch the stuff that I have. I don't really need Netflix. So the question is, you're doing Orange is the New Black and you release those freaking damn DVDs. What's taking you so long to freaking do freaking Daredevil? What the frick? Where's Daredevil? Season 1. I'm not pushing you for season 2 because, well, it's still fresh. Jessica Jones is kind of still fresh, but by fall, you technically should have a DVD of that too. Well, anyways, let me just wrap it up with this thing to say. This series, this season, was very unbelievable. I guess I was underwhelmed because I already watched it, kind of. So, actually spoiled some stuff for me too. But I wish I didn't have to spoil myself. I wish I could actually just watch it from beginning to end in good definition without the whole harassment of, you gotta pay for Netflix. You gotta pay for Netflix. Listen, dude. Netflix, something per month, $8, $9 per month. And I'm just going to use it for 1 day or 2 days. Does that sound worth it to you? I don't think so. It doesn't sound worth it at all. I mean, it would be awesome if, and I do have a friend or two who do have Netflix, but sadly, either A, I think they got rid of it, or B, her freaking damn wife has the code and she has yet to ask them, oh, what's the code for the Netflix? So yeah, I still have to do the underhanded mess of what I'm doing right now. But I could tell you the truth, if I could, if you had like a 1 day, 2 day card where I'm like, oh, for $1, I can watch freaking Daredevil and give me 2 days to watch it, and then yay, I'm done. Yay, thumbs up, yes. And I don't have to deal with you guys basically saying, oh, well, now you have a month full of us, and then we're going to review you. I'm like, no, 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 no. Anyways, thank you for watching, and yes, season 2, I enjoyed it. It was awesome. Thank you for watching.